Hi, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. I just wanted to say what I'm thankful for. It's a weird time in my personal life and in the world around me, as if the world around me is a mirror of my personal life, which is not good for the world around me. But I look out there and I see this incredible confusion about right and wrong and ideals and what we stand for, and I see this this incredible neo-fascist woke ideology convincing people of the Western world that what they stand for, democracy and freedom and liberal values, is actually wrong and bad and evil, and it has to be destroyed, and it's not worth defending and protecting. And we see this now, and I see this when I see some kid on the street kind of happily handing out anti-Israel pamphlets or free Palestine demonstration announcements, and they don't understand. They think they're fighting for the right against oppression, but what they're fighting for, of course, is for a system that is against their liberal values, against democracy, which is inherently violent and is based on violence. I look here in Germany. I live in Berlin, and I see the German history, and it's the same thing. Those guys, the Nazis in 1933, they thought they were, fighting against the oppression of their, Germanness, and all those evil people out there were trying to oppress Germany, starting from the Allied forces that won in World War I and the reparations and all that, and they were fighting for freedom and their rights, and they thought they were doing good, and then 12 years later, the Allied forces take them out of their houses and march them into the concentration camps, which they have to see. The Allied forces force them, if they were living near concentration camps, to go in and look and see what the concentration camp was. And they all go, oh, and it's the same girls, the same men who were happily saying, oh, we're fighting against oppression and oppressors and for, us underdog Germans. And then 12 years later, they're looking at those concentration camps, and they're going, "Oh, and I didn't know. No one knew. No one could know. We didn't know. We voted for and served and supported a political movement that was anti-democratic, that was racist, that defined people by race and not by what they did or who they were, and was willing to apply violence to destroy the people who did not belong to us and were not one of our group and not one of our class, but we didn't know it would come to this. Okay, so I'm ranting. I'm thankful that there are enough people out there in our governments, and also just people on the streets and people in the news who don't fall for that, who don't fall for the propaganda of these really evil ideologies, and who refuse to look at Hamas, a terrorization, a government, a terrorized organization which became a government of a nation group, and a democracy, and our political leadership is able to look at this situation and to differentiate between the two, what a lot of people in the world cannot do. And I'm grateful that we have people in politics who can tell the difference between a democracy and a dictatorship, and know which side the Western world should be on. I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for all my friends and the people who support me. I'm grateful for people who support me on Poetry and Purpose. I'm grateful for my friends who support me personally. I need you guys in times like these, for personal and for world reasons. And I appreciate and I'm grateful that I can live in the freest most prosperous, most developed and advanced, most educated and intelligent and free world that has ever existed in the history of the planet, and that's the Western world. That's specifically Germany. It's specifically America. It's the entire Western world. No matter what you learn in college, this is the best thing that has ever happened on Earth, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it. I'm grateful to all the people who went before, to our fathers and grandfathers and the great men and the evil men, even, everyone who contributed to this world, to make this world the way it is. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful to be here. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.